guys, welcome to the Oracle of Lilith. My name's Amy, and I'm so glad you're here today. I hope you're doing well. Today I'm doing a pick a card all about what are you transforming? What are you phoenixing in your life? I'm really excited about this reading, and I'm truly glad you're here today. So keep in mind, this is a general reading. It's a general session. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I do offer personal and private readings and sessions. All that information is down in my description box below. Some of you guys might be able to hear the little lisp I have going on. I'm still pulling all my teeth, and I have 3 teeth left. It's left me with a bit of a lisp. I hope you guys can put up with that for a little bit longer. So, we have these 3 beautiful cards for you to select from. They're all very different. And so let's get into it. So the first card is going to be this one right here, the Daughter of the Phoenix. The second one is the Phoenix card from the Spirit Animal Oracle. And the third selection is going to be the Phoenix card from the Occult Tarot. So you can take a moment and see which one or which ones you're drawn to. If you're drawn to more than one, there's probably more than one message here for you. I will insert a video where you can take a moment and chill out and see which one you're drawn to. During that time, I'm also going to read a channeled message from Spirit about this process of transformation. So with that said, I will see you beautiful, magical creatures on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey, guys. While you're taking a moment to connect with whichever group calls to you or the groups that call to you, I wanted to share this channeled message with you. It's a bit of an affirmation as well, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I am perfectly broken and healed in completion. I honor myself, the warrior, the survivor, and the conqueror. I release my sorrowful heart as my pain burns me to ash. I ignite into true love of self, and I am illuminated by the fire within. I am resurrection, reborn among the flames of hope. I am a revolution of self, and in that I find my peace. Hey, group one, all of you that selected Daughter of the Phoenix, this is going to be your reading about what are you transforming in your life? What are you phoenixing? This is a spirit guided message. There's a lot of spirit guides around me, and I feel this urge to call you guys the children of the Phoenix. So take what resonates here. I feel like for many of you, with the Daughter of the Phoenix, I'm feeling a healing and transformation of relationships for you guys. It's a really strong energy here, so let me get some more cards and we will get going. Okay, as you can see, I'm drawing as I go, so let's shuffle this up. Group one, tell me about group one's transformation, the children of the Phoenix. Okay, we have, what do you feel? Ooh, this is a powerful, powerful card. And in the hand, we have the apple and we have an orange. Interesting energy. We have the moon back here as well. And I feel like for many of you, you're getting more in touch with your emotions. I think you're becoming more emotionally honest about your relationships. There may be relationships in your life that no longer serve you, and it's time to gain the wisdom from what's happened, from your connections. It's time for you to look within. With the moon here, I'm feeling like it's time for you to understand the mystical connections that you have and the reasons why people come in and out of your life. Okay, so let's keep going here. Tell me more about group one's transformation. Yeah, I feel like, and interestingly, with the orange, I'm feeling like, and the apple, I'm feeling like a balancing of relationships, which are full of wisdom and enriching, and which are bitter and acrid. And all the juice has been gleaned from it, and it's time to move on from it. And there's an internal wisdom coming forward. This is your intuitive guidance. This is your intuition really firing up for you guys. We have False God, another really powerful card. And it's time for you to remove the false sense of self. And I think that's what you're transforming. There is a deep level of transformation for this group. And I feel like it's going to affect your family. You may be mending relationships with your family. This could be a partner, a marriage. This could be leveling up connections. This could be being willing to remove the mask of anger and bitterness that sometimes relationships with family can cause, or friends. Just take what resonates here. Okay, I'm being drawn to pull from the Moonology. Tell me more about group one. This False God here. Balancing spirituality and practicality. You know, I feel like for you guys, I think you've looked at relationships in the best light. And I think when people have hurt you, you've quickly forgiven them or thought you did. That's part of this false self here. False God. I'm feeling false self. I feel like you have not given yourself to feel hurt, to feel grief. I feel like you move through things very quickly and you forget yourself. That's part of what you're transforming here, is the ability to hold space for yourself and understand that you are deserving of feeling the emotions you feel. Your emotions are valid. I feel like you guys have been gaslit by someone in your life. This could be like family, friends, a narcissistic. I'm feeling like maternal energy, a narcissistic paternal energy. But I feel like you have been made to believe a reality that's not true. And you're transforming because your eyes are being opened. Your eyes are being opened by this intuitive guidance. Many of you have guides coming around you, okay? And it feels feminine with the Daughters of the Phoenix. This is a transformative goddess energy. For some of you guys, this is a Persephone energy. This is a core Persephone. Core is the spring aspect of Persephone, and Persephone is the underworld goddess. Many people believe what's written. You know, you have to understand there was some something called religious propaganda, even back in the old days. And many people believe that Hades stole Core away. You know the whole story. You probably do. The god of the underworld saw Core, this young spring energy whose mother is Demeter, and I believe Zeus. And she was frolicking with the nymphs, as young goddesses often do, right? And Hades spied her, and he stole her away down to the underworld. And apparently many people believe he, attacked her. And she was tricked into eating a pomegranate seed, and therefore she had to stay down in the underworld for 6 months of the year, and the other 6 months she would ascend, and that would be spring, and that would be fall and winter was when she was in the underworld. And Demeter searched the world for her. Her sorrow is what caused winter or fall, what have you. Anyway, the truth is that she wasn't stolen away. She went of her own free will, She didn't see him as threatening, as many people believe. And I feel like for you, you're choosing to open your eyes. By that whole story, that's the bottom line. You're choosing to go into the darkness, into your own darkness, into the darkness in your relationships, the times you have been hurt and haven't held space for yourself, and holding that dark mirror in front of you, being willing to see how sometimes you haven't been true to yourself. Sometimes you have spared other people their feelings and continued to hurt yourself. It's almost like, group one, you have continued to sacrifice yourself for others, and all it has done is in a way stagnate you and stump your growth. It's like Core or Persephone, Core being stuck in the underworld and not able to transform into Persephone, the queen of the underworld. She's stuck in this sense of mourning, of not being true to who they are, to who you are, and not looking yourself in the mirror and saying, you know what? I deserve better. I want to know truth. I want to know the people around me are for me and not just for me because of what I can do for them or that I can make them feel better. This is about you honoring yourself and speaking up. If you need space, give yourself space and put up a boundary of space around you. Don't allow people to invade your boundaries anymore. There's a people-pleasing aspect with this group that is transforming, and I want to tell you something. Now listen to Aunt Amy here. I'm telling you, when you start making choices that are in your highest good, many, many times the people around you will get angry. Okay, they'll get angry because they don't know this person. They don't know this person that you have transformed into, and it scares them because when you start being more authentic with your emotions and relationships, you catalyst people. It's like you set them on fire and they don't really know what to think about it. They're scared of fire. They don't want to be burned. They don't understand that the fire of the Phoenix is something that it's an experience that once you've had it. You treasure the burning yourself to ashes. You treasure the looking in the mirror and being almost relentless in this inspection of self, this self-reflection, and holding space for the truth of who you are. And what happens is we destroy the illusions. I'm seeing the Phoenix burning, just on fire, reducing themselves to ashes. Not only that, but looking within the ashes, soul searching, looking in the mirror of the ash and seeing the truth and self-igniting. And when you self-ignite and start holding boundaries, when you start feeling more free with yourself and more whole, people around you, many times you lose people. And I feel like you guys need to be prepared as you do this. You may be doing this right now, and you may be finding it very hard to hold on to certain people because they have been catalysted. You have triggered them, and they don't know how to deal with it. They don't know what to do with it. They feel like they don't know you because honestly, truly, they don't. You are a different person. You're becoming a different person who honors yourself. And, that's a beautiful experience to honor yourself and
to give yourself room to be exactly who you are without apology. And that's what I feel like. I feel like you're going to stop saying you're sorry all the time. You may be one of those people that you always say you're sorry. You always apologize. And you don't need to do that anymore. You don't need to apologize for the truth of you. Those who are meant for you, those who are meant to be part of your life will stay. Those who are not will go, making room for the people that you call to you, your tribe, to come forward. So I feel like there's an element of fearlessness here. Like, continue to be fearless. Understand what it means to be fearless. It doesn't mean you don't have fear of losing people or losing jobs or losing situations. But it means you go forward anyway because you feel so deeply within that there is so much more for you beyond these false gods, these false masks, these false sense of self. It's almost like I feel like you have felt unworthy of people's true love and affection. And because of that, you have projected what they want to see. You have been a chameleon instead of being yourself. There's no shame in that. Many of us have to do that to survive. It may be a survival mechanism for you. And the truth is you're transforming that. You're not going to wear a mask anymore. You're not going to pretend to be whatever someone expects you to be. You're going to use your authentic voice and you're going to express yourself in a powerful way. And again, spirit, your guides, your ancestors. I'm feeling a lot of ancestors with this daughter of the Phoenix. I feel like they're telling you that there may be family members, close people. This could even be like a friend or a lover or a partner that you lose because of this. But sometimes we have to sacrifice the relationships that are no longer working in order to make room for what's meant for us. Okay? All right. Let's get some more cards here. I'm feeling this bottom one. We have fire element, warrior, passion, fearlessness. Okay. There it is. You're moving into a time where being fearless is going to be a natural state of being for you. And it's powerful. When you start walking into that element within yourself, man, there's nothing you can't do. But in order to get there, part of the journey is losing the illusions within relationships. And for some people, that's the first step to a mighty phoenixing process where we begin to see people for who they really are. And I will tell you, as you remove your masks, as you start putting up boundaries, people will reveal themselves to you. And many of you guys already know who's not going to stay. You kind of already feel it. And I feel like you're making peace with it before the final stroke is cast. For some of you, it will be very shocking who walks away from you. It will cause you to wonder. For some of you guys, this is a very deep relationship that's going to be transformed from this. Either they will be catalysted and it will work out, or you will be in a no contact situation. And I feel like your guides, the energy presenting here for the daughter of the Phoenix, the children of the Phoenix, is that either way, you're going to be okay. Either way you go, it's all going to work out. We have your life as a canvas, artist, manifestation, creative, accountability. Okay, that's a beautiful energy. So what's happening is this fearlessness is going to guide you to a state of inspiration where you will be able to manifest more physical things in your life. For some of you guys, in your heart, you're an artist, you're creative, you're inspired. But because you have been in this situation where you've been putting these masks on for everyone else, you have lost connection with that part of yourself or never have known it was there. And that's part of your transformation. Spirit is going to reveal to you this gift you have, this ability you have. Some of you guys are writers, some of you are literally you paint on a canvas. Some of you guys are creative in ways of making money, creative in relationships. Some of you guys may be guided to be a counselor or a psychologist, or you are. For some of you guys, you're going to get into more creative spirituality. It's different for different people. But what I see here with the fire element is the daughter of the Phoenix, the children of the Phoenix igniting. This is self-ignited energy. This is someone who has to look through their ashes, see the bones, see the stones, see the glass, see the mirror, and has accepted themselves, flawed and all, perfectly flawed and wondrously created. And because of that, you're able to get this energy, this passionate energy because as you remove these masks, it reveals not only more of yourself to other people, but to yourself. You get to see truths about yourself that you never have been able to see before. And it's extremely powerful. It will transform your life. For many of you guys, this is going to be a major career change that's coming. And, the phoenixing process can take a while. So be patient. It's an experience. When I have burned to ash many times in the last 3 years of my life. And every time I do it, I walk into a higher frequency of authenticity and a higher frequency of self-knowing, and my consciousness expands. And I feel that's coming for you guys. Like, you are going to be able to intuitively know when you meet someone who they are, who they were in a past life, who they are as far as your soul group, if this person's meant for you. Likewise, you're going to be able to know who has ulterior motives, and you're going to be able to make sure that you put up good boundaries or don't even attempt to go deeper into the relationship. I feel like a lot of you guys may go through a process where the revealing of emotional vampires or psychic vampires are shown to you. And it can be painful, because sometimes this important relationship that I feel for some of you guys is kind of a turning point. You're going to start picking up on how they're siphoning energy from you, how they're draining you. And this could be, draining your creative spark, draining your energy. They may be copying your work, or they may be jealous of what they see in you. This is also about you walking into your attraction. The truth of your face. Many of you guys haven't really seen your face before, and you're going to. You're going to see the truth of yourself in a beautiful way. What I'm seeing now before me is I see Persephone emerging, floating, flying up through the density of the underworld. As this energy, this dark goddess, does this, she ignites into fire, into flame, and she turns into this phoenix that transcends darkness and comes up into spring, into the light, where everyone can see her, and no longer afraid of who she is or the struggles she's been through. In fact, you will be able to help people with your own struggle. You'll be able to share healing strategies. You'll be able to heal people through connection. Many of you guys have a powerful interpersonal connection. You'll be working with people on different levels of spirituality, multidimensionality, in different ways. There are people who, just by knowing you, will feel more grounded, and they will connect with your healing energy. Now, take what resonates here and leave the rest behind. Okay, it's really important with these readings for you to do that. Okay, let's move into another deck here and see what else we have. Tell me more about group one. What else do we have going on? Tell me more about their transformation. We have no. Wait, postpone, pause, say no. Okay, so this is part of your process, okay? You're going to have to be comfortable with saying no. And these may be no's that normally are yeses for you, and you feel compelled to do it because you're an overgiver. You give too much of yourself away. And I feel like this dark goddess, the ancestors, whatever you're vibing with that's around you, because I feel it right now, it's going to encourage you to say no and choose yourself. And it might be that you work yourself to death, and instead of going in when they call, instead of working overtime that you're not paid for, instead of going in early, instead of in relationships, instead of letting someone dump all over you and they walk away and don't talk to you for 6 weeks, you're not going to do that anymore. You're going to expect a return on your investment in people, places, and things. And this is hard. This is a difficult place to be, because I feel like with the no, I feel a tower. I see a tower. I see a mirrored tower. Mirrored towers are very specific for me. They usually have to do with an internal mechanism that falls. And when these internal mechanisms fall, we're left with a mirror. Many times the mirror is broken, and we realize that our sense of self is somewhat fragmented, that we don't really know who we are. And you may find yourself there like saying, Amy, I get what you're saying, but I don't feel like I even know who I am. Well, that's part of the fire here. that's part of the clarity that comes forward when we start removing our masks, our false boundaries, the boundaries that let people, it's almost like I'm seeing a soccer field, which is weird for me, but I'm seeing a soccer field, and the soccer field has a gate around it, okay, and it has one of the gates, one of the fences is open. So I'm feeling boundaries here are very open. You've been very open and let people in and play on your soccer field, and sometimes they stay and camp out. This could be energy attachments that you're getting from other people. Maybe you take on their sorrow. I feel like you're very empathetic, psychic as well, intuitive, and it's almost like people they pass on like a spiritual energy to you that you kind of pick up and wear. It's like you take up their yoke for them, and Spirit is saying, no, it's time to clear it out. Clear out your soccer field. Put up that other fence so no one can get to you unless you open the gate for them. Okay, you have the choice here. It's time to empower yourself and know that you have choices about who you spend time with. You have choices about where you put your energy. And I am telling you, when you feel a no, say it. You don't have to explain yourself to anybody. I feel like you guys are just a very compassionate group and you want to make people happy. I feel like if you're an overgiver, if you are a people pleaser, it's not because you don't want to give and you think you should. It's because you truly want to make people around you happy. You want to help them. But there's wisdom in knowing that you have to heal yourself first. You have to be happy in yourself. And we've been taught in our society that we should give and give and give and give and ignore what we need. And the truth is exactly opposite. You can't truly give to another until you're willing to give to yourself, group one, and you deserve that. You're a beautiful soul, and you have so many lovely things coming for you, but you have to honor your truth. You have to honor this no. Okay, group one, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did or it didn't, please leave me a comment in the comment section down below. I would love to hear from you guys. I hope you have the most beautiful day, and I'll see you beautiful magical creatures next time. Bye, guys. Hey, group two, all of you that selected this lovely Phoenix card. This is going to be your reading all about what you're transforming, what you're phoenixing within your own life. So this Phoenix card, see it better there. This Phoenix card is from the Spirit Animal Oracle. And the circle on the top means it's a spiritual animal. Okay, so I just wanted to let you guys know. I feel like for this group, the word that's flashing before my eyes is awakening. Many of you guys may be waking up for the first time, or you're going through your first awakening event, or it will be happening very soon. Or for others of you, this is another level of awakening, okay? All right, so let's get some more energy here about this transformation. What is group two transforming? Yes. Just say yes. Okay. I feel like some of you guys are in denial about what's going on with you. Okay. It's all right. You know, a lot of times when powerful change comes, it's one of our first inclinations is to be like, no, this is crazy. It doesn't make any sense. No, no, no. The answer is yes. It's happening. Okay. This is happening to you. What you're feeling, what you're sensing is real. For some of you guys, this could be awakening to a new psychic gift or ability. But what's going on with you is transforming your life. Not just your life, but your person. I feel like a lot of you guys are getting in touch with your higher self, maybe for the first time in your life. And it can be overwhelming. It can be an experience where you question your sanity, because we've been told that, you know, for most of us anyway, that things like higher selves and intuition and things like that are either non-existent or evil, okay? And you may have some kind of religious trauma here that has kept you hidden from the truth of yourself and the truth of your abilities. So let's keep going here. I feel powerful past life energy coming forward for you guys. I feel like you're going to become aware of some past lives. I feel like a profound Many times when you awaken, a profound past life comes forward to help you understand on some higher level what you're going through. It's hard to make sense of it. Many of you guys may feel Kundalini energy rising up your spine. When that happens the very first few times, it can feel overwhelming. Many times when you have your Kundalini start to rise, you can be confused, conflicted, a lot of negative emotions, sadness, grief, and many of you guys may not realize what exactly you're grieving for or where the sadness is coming from. And this is part of your energetic armor that you've been wearing as a programmed human within reality that has kept you. The armor is not for keeping things out necessarily, but from keeping awarenesses from rising within. Okay, it's like the armor that you've been wearing has kept you closed off from your inner connection to the outer world and the outer connection to the inner world. It's blocked manifestation, it's blocked love, it's blocked, everything's blocked. Okay, that's what I feel like. It feels like a complete block. An awakening is when the armor is removed, at least a layer of it. Some of us wear a lot of different armor and things like that, but I feel like for you, you probably have felt like you've had to wear it because of some intense situations you've been in. I feel like you have felt threatened either often or at important parts of your life. You have felt unsafe, unwelcome, rejected, and that can encourage us to kind of wear an armor where people can't hurt us anymore. And what happens is I'm feeling the Phoenix energy in isolation, where this energy becomes so isolated that instead of burning to ash, the isolation is like a forced compaction of your soul self, of your mental space, of your emotional space, and you shrink and dissolve into ashes. It's a different process, and it's very intense. It's very isolating and very lonely. You guys may have some issues with depression, things like that. Please seek help. Some of you guys have had some true darkness in your life, and many times when we're kind of locked, I'm feeling the armor now as a shell, like we're locked in this shell of isolation, grief, pain, misery, rejection, abuse, things like that. We start to believe that the outside world isn't real. Like there's nothing there for us. We don't want to know people. We don't want to know places, and we certainly don't want to know things. And we begin to believe this kind of false reality where we believe we deserve that. We deserve nothing. And in order to get something, you have to deal with people, and it's not worth it for me. I don't want to get hurt anymore. And this is someone who's a survivor. They have survived by keeping themselves separate. They have survived by putting on that armor. Armor itself isn't a bad thing. It really isn't. We need to protect ourselves from negativity and energies and things like that. But when the armor becomes a prison within ourselves that's covering ourselves and we hide ourselves away, it's no longer productive. It becomes something that's actually blocking and keeping us from experiencing the things that are meant for us, the things that we are born to experience. So, okay, let's get some more energy, group 2. You got massive stuff going on for you. Okay, give me some more cards on group 2. What are they transforming? Oh, romance, soulmates, empathy. Oh, wow, you guys, your love life. Oh, man, I can feel this so strong. This is going to be a struggle for you guys because I feel like spirit, I'm specifically feeling like a love energy, a love goddess, a springtime goddess, a goddess of sexuality. It feels very feminine, and I feel like your guides are going to help guide you to love. Yes, guide you to love. Okay, so, and many times when we've been closed off, one of the ways the universe or spirit awakens up and opens us up is by bringing a very important soulmate into our life. Someone who knows our energy. They can speak to us behind the armor behind the gates of the prison that we've created. They speak your language. They understand your pain. This is someone who will not reject you. They will not judge you for who you are. And it feels like for some of you, this is romantic. This is a soulmate, twin flame, divine counterpart. I prefer to call it a divine counterpart. And I feel like for others, this is like a best friend. This is someone, it may be both for some of you too. So for some of you guys, you're going to be rapidly advancing through this phoenixing process by the gifts someone brings to you. The gifts of listening, of holding space for your negative emotions, for your negative experiences, allowing you to speak your truth and not judging you for it. This is someone who's going to love the truth of you. And for some of you guys, this will be a temporary, this won't be a forever thing. They come in to help you heal. And then for whatever reason, you move on. But I feel like there's peace and connection here. So I feel like you will always be connected to this person. Now, if this is a best friend, I feel like the best friend will stay around. If this is romantic for some of you, it's meant to be long term. And for others, it's just for a time, because this person is a teacher. They're going to be teaching you some very important truths about yourself, and they're going to speak your language. Let's keep going here. I'm going to get one more from this Mystic Martian Oracle deck. Okay, we have the Pleiadians, unconditional love, excitement, and laughter. Okay, this person is going to help you laugh again, smile again. There's going to be a lot of joy. And I understand this feeling of being in isolation. I understand what it's like to put up armor that is so thick and so dense that we lose connection with ourselves. And this person's going to come in and they're going to help you get reconnected to who you are. It's almost not like a reconnection at all. It's like a whole new outlet. It's a whole new plug-in kind of situation, okay? I'm hearing like Glade plug-in. It's going to refreshen your atmosphere. It's going to help refreshen your environment, your mental environment. You're going to feel like, in many ways, it's like you step outside and breathe deeply for the first time, and you feel cleansed, you feel clear, you feel a sense of wholeness. And it's not that this person comes forward to complete you. Okay, that's not what this is about. This is about a person who sees you as a whole person and loves you for who you are right now, flaws and all. Okay, what you perceive as flaws are going to be transformed into strengths through this connection. Okay, it's a beautiful, beautiful energy. I'm so happy for you guys. Lots of love here, lots of laughter. And you know what? I feel like for you guys, you may feel like, you know what? I don't know what it's really like to laugh anymore. I don't really even know what I find funny anymore. The world is such a serious and overwhelming place. Is there still joy out there? And you're going to find this person. It's almost like I see a person on their knees, like offering you a basket of bounty of like flowers and candy and, all kinds of fun stuff, like fun. It's like a bounty of fun. This person's going to reconnect you with joyful energy, something that group 2 you need so much. And what's going to happen with the Phoenix here is this Phoenix that has dissolved into ashes. This is like self-burning, and all Phoenix burn themselves. But for you, it's a different kind of burn to ashes situation. It's fire by isolation. It's fire by just removing yourself. And I feel this energy of the abyss around you, like just no longer wanting to be part of life, the spark of life. And this person's going to help you find the spark within that's going to take you from that dissolved, scattered ash with glass and stone and bone within the ash. They're going to take that and they're going to help you find a way to not only put it back together, but change it and set yourself aflame. This love is going to ignite you in ways you never felt before. Lots of sexual chemistry here, okay? Lots and lots. If this is a new lover or a partner or something like that, it's going to be very passionate, okay? This is someone, and you may feel like, hey, Amy, I don't know what you're talking about. This this may be someone, you may never have felt this way, this kind of want and desire to be with somebody and spend time with them and be in their presence. It's like this isolated energy decides, you know what, I need to give in to this craving to be with this person and talk to this person. I just love being around them. And what you don't realize is you're being healed. This person coming into your life is a teacher, a guide, a healer. And that's what they're giving you. And it's beautiful. I feel like for you guys, this person coming in and helping you through this process of transformation is someone that you knew in past lives. And before you guys incarnated into this life, you set up this possibility that you guys would meet at this point, at this very important point in your own personal life. They would come forward to help you get into the Phoenix energy and to set yourself aflame, ignited from within, passion and fire, okay? And I feel like the possibility of this Phoenixing event was not high. You had to go through what you went through, and you had to meet at a certain junction for this to even be possible. I'm seeing a road that splits off into like a Y or a V. And the thing is that no matter which side you take at this point, it's going to come back together. And you're going to meet this person if you haven't met him. Some of you guys have met them and they make you feel really uncomfortable. They make you feel uncomfortable because they're healing you. You're not used to being happy. You're not used to laughing. You're not used to getting up in the morning and being like, oh, it's a new day. It's a beautiful new day. You know, it's new. It's a new sensation. And for many people, especially when you've lived in isolation, the feeling of that newness is uncomfortable. It's like fun, but it makes me uncomfortable. I like it, but I don't know. It's like this waffling back and forth you might do for a while with this energy. But that's okay. That's all right. She feels and she knows. Yes. A lot of your emotional, this person's going to trigger like an emotional response from you that will feel very uncomfortable for many of you. You will feel like, I don't really like how I feel. I know it feels good, but I'm uncomfortable feeling so much love for someone else. And what's happening is this person is showing you the things about yourself that you should love and embrace. They're a gift. They are clearing the pathway to where you'll really get to know the good things about yourself. You may have been told your whole life about all the bad things about you. You may have felt bad just to breathe in and out. Like you weren't good enough unless you were doing what people wanted you to do. And you didn't want to do those things. So you walked away. You rejected other people before they could reject you. And now you're learning to embrace yourself. Love yourself. See yourself for the beautiful person you are, flaws and all. And that's like an overall theme of these readings, is that we are looking at the parts of ourselves that are really, really make us uncomfortable. We feel shame about. We feel like we need to hide. And for you guys, this person comes in and guides you through it, where you can see yourself so clearly. It's beautiful. What I'm seeing is like a piece of gold transformed into a diamond. It's really gorgeous, gorgeous energy. And you guys deserve this. Many of you guys are probably saying, I don't feel worthy. You are more than worthy, okay? You are more than worthy. You have earned this, and it's time for you to come out of the cave. That's what I'm hearing. Come out of the cave, all right? The world needs you. You have unique gifts to offer the world, the planet, and it's time that you dealt with your own self, with your reflection, with the truth of you. You're not just this horrible person that people have told you and projected upon you. You are a gift, a child of the universe, and it's time for you to honor that part of yourself, okay? I know it's overwhelming. Nothing will come of the situation. Nothing bad is going to come from this. And I feel like this is a very strong message, okay? Nothing bad is going to come from this connection, okay? Even if you don't stay together forever, all right? Nothing bad. It will be a peaceful resolution. It won't be a situation where you feel unrequited. It'll be a situation where you both have grown. For some of you guys, this could be a situation where they don't leave, but you bring in someone else. You have like several people who love you, who you let get close to you. It could be poly as well. So, just be open to what the universe has for you. I feel like you are in need of a lot of love here. I feel avoided space within your heart chakra. And because of that, you may have several people coming forward to help love you, to help heal you. These are tribe members, your tribe members. These are your people. This is a group of people that I feel coming forward who are going to help you heal, grow, and love yourself. It's like the greatest gift you can give someone is the ability for them to love and embrace who they are, okay? And true love, whether romantic, platonic, spiritual, mental, whatever it is, has that ability. You have a lot of energy around you that's very healing. And I feel like you may be a healer. You may be drawn to being a healer. Maybe you work in medicine. It could be anywhere from, being like an administrator, a secretary, or whatever, to like wanting to be a doctor. This could also be someone who is interested in different healing modalities, Reiki, sound therapy, meditation, yoga, things like that. I do feel like for you guys, part of this transformation is you're going to start taking better care of yourself. The person, peoples, whoever this is coming forward for you, they're going to encourage your self-care. They are going to encourage you to take care of yourself, to rest, to get outside, to do things that feed your soul. I think you have been starving your soul. And the awakening process for you many times in this group I'm feeling is that you become aware that you're starving. You become aware that you are voided, that there's sorrow in your heart that you have not given space for because you're so busy building this armor around yourself to keep yourself safe that not only have you cut yourself off from everybody else, you've cut yourself off from yourself. And because of that, you haven't felt your self-love. You haven't felt growth. You haven't felt connected. And that can be a very dismal place. It can be a very dark place. And you deserve to be connected to others. Being connected to others is part of the human experience. Rare can we live in isolation and grow and change. And lack of growth is stagnation. And stagnation is unaliveness, okay? And this transformation, Phoenix energy, is always about catching fire, new life, rebirth, resurrection from the unalive state, okay? This is about someone who transforms their state of mind, their emotional self, their physical self, their environment. You may find yourself walking away from where you live, wanting to change your environment, change up the things you have, the clothes you wear, how you wear your hair. And it's all an act of self-love. It's all an act of giving space for you to truly express who you are. Okay, let's keep going here. I'm going to pull one from this. This is an astrology deck, Black Moon Oracle deck. Okay, tell me more. Oh, you know what? I'm filling this card right here, so we're going to take it. We have fifth house, creativity. Boom. I feel like for you guys, there's balance coming with this happy and sad. I feel like you've lingered in the sadness, the sad energy, the sorrowful energy, this energy of, I don't see the point. And this is a fun house, you guys. This is fun returning to your life. And I feel shock here with this face. I feel like shock that you've walked into this place where life is enjoyable. You enjoy being with people. You enjoy being around people. These will be people that it won't be difficult for you to talk to. This will be easy conversations. They will make you feel okay. They will make you happy. I just feel a lot of happiness coming for you. And that, for this group, feels like a major transformation. It's like you move from a time of grieving, a time of sorrow, where you're looking through your ashes and seeing the bone and the stone and the broken glass and the broken mirror. And you begin to connect with life force again. Because I feel like for a lot of you, you've been cut off from the life force, the chi itself. And it really is about you reconnecting or connecting for the first time really in your life with the beauty of being human and being alive. You may have told people before that you don't like humans, you don't like being human, you don't like this world or whatever. And instead of living in melancholy, you begin living in life force and in chi. For some of you guys, you may be drawn to like Tai Chi or I'm going to mispronounce this, okay? So, but I'm going to say it anyway. Qigong. It's a kind of energetic, kind of Tai Chi situation where you learn how to move energy through your body. And I have found it to be very healing. And it can also help you release a lot of the sorrow. For some of you guys, this transformation, this phoenixing is about you releasing the sorrow, no longer holding it in your voided heart space and allowing it to just kind of come through. Many of you guys may need to cry, and you may not have been able to cry for a long time. And a side effect of these people coming into your life is you begin to feel emotions in a powerful way. You learn that it's okay to cry. These people, I feel like they'll be shoulders for you to cry on. They're going to be a source of comfort for you and strength. So a beautiful, beautiful energy of transformation for you guys. But it's really important that you stay open, okay? You may right now have an urge to pull back. Resist that urge, okay? That is a self-sabotaging energy that is trying to get you to continue to cut yourself off because it's more comfortable. Even though you're sad, even though you're feeling, alone and isolated, on some level, our darkness becomes comfortable and the light sometimes feels too bright. Instead of pulling back into your darkness, go into the light that's being shown to you and just get used to it. Your eyes will adapt. You will adapt to being happy more. It will be a good thing because what happens is as you balance out, this creativity comes forward and you start to think about situations in your life in a whole different light. It's almost like the joy and happiness, it elevates you to a 50,000 foot view of your life. And you're able to see the relationships you've had. You're able to see the wants you wanted, the things you wanted to create. You're able to see how this all worked together for you to awaken and self-ignite into this beautiful flaming phoenix that has a lot to look forward to. I feel like you guys have so much to look forward to. There's a lot of beautiful, beautiful things because you're learning to love yourself. And there are other people who are going to come in who are going to help you learn to love yourself. We have nature's wisdom. Okay. I feel like for you guys, it's really important that you connect with nature. Okay. For some of you guys, there's healing herbs. You need to maybe look into herbalism. Some of you guys need to take more vitamins or eat more nutritious food. There is a lack of vitamin D here. Get out in the sun. Okay. Now I'm not a doctor. Okay, so please know that if you need to see a doctor, please go see a doctor. But I'm just feeling like you need to be in the sun more. Like the lack of vitamin D can cause all kinds of illnesses. I am aware of that. It can damage your immune system. So, you may go to the doctor and have them do like a panel to see where your vitamin D is, where your vitamins are. Okay, for others, this is about using the healing energy of nature. Get out in nature. It will help you connect with chi. It'll help you connect with life force. For a lot of you guys, you need to sit on the ground, sit in some grass underneath the sun and connect. Literally like do a meditative, guided, visionary state. You can listen to, different videos. You can do it yourself, but see yourself, see your chakras going down through the planet, your root chakra, specifically connecting to the planet and feeling the chi, the life force in the trees, the grass, the ground, the possibility, the hope, and pull that up through your root chakra, up through your chakra system, out your crown, and cycle it back into the earth and do that cycling. It will help you get more grounded. It will help you as you become more elevated in joy to feel more present in reality. When you isolate yourself and you do it for long periods of time, you lose touch with what's real. You lose touch with the world that you're truly living in. And when we awaken, many times the awakening is because of something traumatic that happens in the world. It's like a bomb exploding in our life. You may have had a tower fall that wakes you up. And part of being willing to connect with your environment is also understanding that we've been given a beautiful tool in this dimension, and that is our planet Gaia, a beautiful being that is alive. And they freely give to you this healing energy through nature. It's up to you to find what connection works for you. For some, it's water. For others, it's herbalism. For some, it's out laying on the grass. For some people, it's air. It's the air current. For some, it's the current of fire. So, you burn candles and things like that. For you guys, it may be, I'm getting like burn candles, incense, things like that. Your setting matters for you guys. For you to connect more with this healing energy, it's important for you to set up a space, be it outside, inside, wherever it is, where you feel a difference, where you feel more energetically connected. That's really about what sanctuaries are about. That's about what altars are about. That's about what going to church is about. It's removing you from the everyday life. Well, your everyday life feels very isolating. So because of that, it's really important that you create a space that feels sacred. And for many of you, it's going to be laying on the ground, literally. You're going to feel the beautiful life force that flows through our planet. And it's going to be very healing. And a lot of the people that are coming forward, see this group of people? Yes, lots of people here coming forward to help you heal. Okay, so beautiful transformation for you, group 2. I hope this resonated. If it did or it didn't, please leave me a comment in the comment section down below. I would love to hear from you guys. I hope you have the most beautiful day, and I'll see you beautiful magical creatures next time. Bye, guys. Hey, group 3, all of you that selected this really cool Phoenix card from the Occult Tarot. This is going to be a reading all about what are you transforming? What are you phoenixing? First of all, I just want to say you guys are powerful. Okay, this is a very powerful group, and many of you guys are about to blow up. Okay, we're going to find out what that's about. I feel like almost like you guys are professional phoenixes. Okay, like you've been phoenixing, and for many of you, it's been small steps of phoenixing, like awarenesses, things like that have caused you to kind of walk away from things or allow things to go, burn yourself to ashes kind of thing, where you just allowed the knowledge and awareness to kind of just almost destroy things in your life that didn't work for you. This is powerful clearing. This is someone who has said, I want all my blocks to be removed, and I'll do what I need to do to move through that energy, but I need this to happen for me. I need to move through this because I need to get out of where I am because I feel so restricted. You guys may have this inner longing for liberation and freedom. Maybe you've never felt true freedom in your life because you've been restricted by rules, by people around you who, I feel this energy of like being shrunk, like shrinking to be acceptable to other people. That can be a very hard place to be because you feel underneath the surface that you have so much to give to people, to the universe, to Earth, to our society, but you have felt so trapped by ideas and projections from other people of how you should be or what you should be doing. And many of you guys have spent part of your life doing the shoulds instead of the I cans or I will or I want tos. And what's happening is this is a major phoenixing event. If you've had several phoenixing events in your life, this is like the turning point where things really begin to start to flow for you. You start to feel at home in your vessel. Many of you guys may be star seeds, or you may identify with some kind of other spirituality where you've had issues with your vessel or accepting your vessel, not understanding humanity. I feel this energy of like, I don't understand how humans work. Like, I don't get why they're so mean and awful to each other. I don't get the hatred. I don't understand it. And that perspective comes from a higher self, a higher connection. You guys were born to Phoenix. You were born to do this work. Some of you guys may be 22s, you may be 33s, you may be 11s, meaning they may be somewhere in your numerology, or you see these numbers a lot. And when you see numbers in succession, like 1, 2, 3, or 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, or you hear those numbers, you will find that this energy of expansion, of the fiery flame of self-illumination comes forward for you guys. And it will give you the drive and the perspective to begin to radically change your life. And for some people, it feels like a walk-in experience. It feels like you're just becoming someone else. And the truth is, you're not becoming someone else. You are stepping into the person, the human you've always were meant to be. You came here to experience being. And there's a freedom. There is this ability to no longer judge yourself for who you are, for what you want to do, for your creativity, for your outside the box thinking. It is someone who refuses It's someone who refuses to punish themselves because of what society tells them they should do or be, okay? Very, very powerful group 3. And I just want to say, just a side note here, I resonate with your energy heavily, okay? And I feel like for many of you, there's an oversoul connection here. For many of you guys, many group 3s, if you were to meet each other on the street, you would feel a magnetic connection to each other, because there's a collective within the collective that have this Phoenix energy. And that's really what the planet needs right now. We need an entire kind of burning to the ash kind of self-realization as the human collective to grow up, to walk more fully into the ideas of freedom, liberation, of self-expression, of authentic self, of creativity. I live in America, and in America, in the school system, we used to, I don't know about recently, but we used to just absolutely hammer creativity out of children. And we would demand their almost subjugation to the system, to the learning process. And many of you guys may have always felt like maybe you didn't learn a lot in school, or you just didn't get it, this need to always like follow these crazy rules. Why couldn't you be more creative? Why wasn't art like considered a major subject? Why didn't we study art? You may feel like your education just really didn't give you what you need, and that's because you need to feed your soul. Your soul is hungry. I felt this in another group as well. You may have been drawn to group 1, I think. I'm feeling group 1. You may feel like you've been in like starvation mode, and that's part of it. I think over time, if you Phoenix several times, I feel like you have gotten substance through those processes, but it's almost like you've been given just enough to get you to the next step. This transformation, this phoenixing, is a feast. It's going to be a feast, and you're going to have more than you thought. It's going to be overflowing. I'm feeling overflowing abundance, overflowing creativity, overflowing love and connection. It's very healing. It's someone who just really feels in sync with their life. It's like their life is reflecting back to them now, their internal state. And life, it's almost like the universe just begins to give you massive waves of manifestation where you are validated for your journey. I want to cry for you guys because it feels like victory. It feels like you guys are walking into a moment where you're going to be able to look at yourself in the mirror and say, you know what? It's all been worth it. It's all been worth it, because it really isn't about the things. It really isn't about the people. It's about the validation of your journey. It's about the validation of what you've always known deep within yourself, that you're meant to shine, that you have gifts to give to the world. And you're walking into the sacredness of the process you went through, and the awareness of the joy of celebrating the victories that are coming to you. This is a major win. Okay? All right, let's get into some more energy here. Lots going on for group 3. You're very powerful. I feel like you're transforming into the knowledge of your power. I feel like many of you guys have been aware of it because of the repetitive phoenixing situation, but you haven't truly walked into the fullness of your power, and you're about to do that. Yeah, we have justice. Yeah, yeah. Oh, wow. This is like the universe just saying, so it's almost like you have been working so hard, so focused, not looking up, not getting distracted, and you've almost forgotten about the gifts and rewards of your manifestation. This is good karma, good energy. This is reward for all the stuff you've put yourself through. And I mean that in a good way. Like, you've been willing to step up and say, you know what? I know there are parts of me that are toxic. I know that I am a result of all the stuff that I've been through. I know I've been programmed. I know I've been thrown away. But you know what? I still feel worthy on some level. I know there's more for me. I haven't completely lost who I am, even though I may not know completely who that is anymore because I've been so programmed. I feel like you guys have been in many ways deprogramming yourself over a series of ascension or phoenix or transformation events in your life. And some of those events have been projected onto you. And instead of allowing the sorrow and sadness to crumble you, you have, I'm not saying it wasn't sad, I'm not saying you didn't go through it, but you didn't allow it to destroy your foundation of who you are. And because of that, you're not just rebuilding the same tower. That foundation is being transformed and transmuted and traveled. I'm hearing travel, like moving. Your foundation is moving to a whole nother realm of being. And it's a place where you see the joy in the moment, in the simple things. And you're able to really connect more deeply with people. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful energy. 7 of Cups. Yeah, I feel a lot of energy moving towards you. A lot of people. You're going to have a lot of choices. This karma is a lot of gifts. It's a lot of things. It's a lot of different things. Just as you've worked on multi-dimensional issues and selves at the same time, now the universe brings you all this massive good energy all at once. They stack on top of each other because you've worked one on top of the other. You worked on many different issues at one time because you're very powerful and you're able to do that. And many of you guys don't realize that. You've been healing yourself on multiple levels all at the same time. That's major. A lot of people can't do that. And they're capable of it, but they're not there yet. You're there. I think you were born into this experience with an ascended self. An ascended self that guides you. This may come across as a guide or a guardian, but it's actually an element of you. It's like your future self who's come in and is guiding you through this process because they know that once you get beyond this, there's going to be so much wealth. And I mean wealth of people, resources, possibilities, wealth of creativity, wealth of inspiration, that you're going to feel so validated and so, I feel complete and happy that you're going to become a magnet, not just for good karma and good things, but for people who see you as inspirational, people who see you as a healing energy. Okay, let's pull some more cards here, shall we? Lots of powerful energy here. We have the sun. You guys. So much positivity with this group. I mean, really, so much positivity. The Queen of Cups here, heartfelt, intuition, inspiration, compassion. You're a compassionate soul. You're a healer. Not only are you a healer, but your healing has to do a lot with like, okay, for some of you guys, it's how you entertain people. It's how you help people feel more lighthearted about deep issues. It's the ability to have a sense of humor about how life can be such a cluster sometimes. And it's the ability to take the seriousness of life and transform it into an understanding that although we are immersed in the experience, that really life is to enjoy. We're here to experience. And on this plane of existence, the negative and the positive coexist. And I feel like this Phoenix walks the line between negativity and positivity. Like they balance. You're in balance. You're in completeness. And you're able to teach other people. Now, for some of you, this is a process you're going to go through for the next few years because you're going to be a teacher. You're going to be a guide. You're like an ascended energy, if you will. Some of you guys are ascended masters that have come through. And that's many. We don't have a limit on ascended masters and that kind of thing. It's an energy. It's a being. There's so much in our history that hasn't been written, or what has been written is misleading and limiting. And I feel like this energy is coming through to help you liberate your sense of self and your ideas about yourself and expand that out into the universe of wonder and possibility. Okay, let's get a few more cards here for you guys. So much coming through for group 3. Okay, we have self-love. Yes, I feel like you guys are learning the value of loving yourself, learning the value of appreciating who you are. I feel like the self-love is connected to your higher self. I think your higher self is coming through and helping you not only love yourself, but show other people how they can too love and accept themselves and live in this energy that's brilliant and bold. I'm feeling the Queen of Wands here, like living in truth, being very charismatic, not because you're forcing it or faking it, because you're being who you are. People are drawn to the sun. They're drawn to this energy. For many of you guys, you will be the embodiment of your higher self. For others, you will be the embodiment of a goddess or deity or spirit or whatnot. It's very different. Each of you have very unique internal universes that have helped you move through this density that you've been phoenixing over time. When we're born into situations with a lot of density, many times we got a baby step. I've talked about that a lot on my channel, especially in the earlier videos that I've done. We baby step our way. Okay. And then there's the big moment. There's a graduation from high school, if you will. There's the college graduation. There's the big moment where you walk in and understand that all the healing you've been doing from your higher self. You've been healing yourself, honey. Yes, it's been you all along. You are the answer to every question that you have. You have it within you. And you're going to radiate that to other people. And people are going to be able to see the truth within themselves mirrored in your experiences. For some of you guys, it's your art. It's your job. It's what you do. It's your creativity. It's how you talk to people. It's your expression. It's different for different people. So just keep that in mind. Okay, we have evolution. Yes. This is evolution of your soul self into a place where you feel really good about how you're communicating, how you're reaching out. This is allowing yourself to really flow. And we have DNA here. Light. Your DNA is altering. You're healing your DNA. Many of you guys are healing and releasing generations. Okay, so for many of you guys, you may not have a great relationship with your family, and that's by choice. Many of you guys have walked away from family, and you've done it out of love because you want to heal relationships, and you refuse to be toxic anymore with anyone. And because you've taken such a firm stance in that, you are glowing. You are becoming that healing source, and you're healing your DNA. You're healing your generational timelines. And that's a heavy burden, but you're doing it from a higher perspective. You're doing it from love. And I feel like you're going to get a lot of peace. For some of you guys who have had separation in your connections, I feel like for some of you, they're going to return. They're going to return changed, okay? And it has to do for many of you, with something about you, okay? All right, let's get one more card here. Tell me more about group 3. We have rainbow body. Okay, the rainbow body, and I'm feeling like serpent energy here as well, snake energy, which is not evil. This is wisdom. This is wisdom moving up your spinal column. This could be a Kundalini awakening or a new type of energy. And I feel like you're going to have more wisdom than you ever thought you possibly could. You're going to know how to heal others as you heal yourself. I feel like for a lot of you, this is creativity. I literally am seeing people like drawing, doing art. I'm hearing music. I'm seeing books written. I'm seeing conversations in groups. I'm seeing spiritual groups form, artist collectives form. I'm seeing new ideas about liberation, about how to be free here in this planet. For many of you guys, you're breaking paradigms of control through what you do. You have a rebellious heart, which isn't a bad thing. When we rebel against programming, we're breaking free from the expectations the world system has placed upon us, which doesn't serve humanity. It doesn't serve humanity for you to shrink yourself. And I feel like this phoenixing event that for many of you is coming forward soon. For others, you're going through it. It's very different. But you're going to burst into light. You're going to have such deep connection with your higher self, your spiritual angels, entities, ancestors, that you're just going to know. This being here knows. I'm also feeling an energy of Melusine, so you might look into that. It's a French fairy tale, okay? But there's more there than that. For some of you guys, you're going to take on a new spiritual paradigm. And I feel with all this blue energy here, a healing of a throat chakra, which I can heavily vibe with, okay? For many times when we've been programmed, when we've been locked in cycles of toxicity and abuse, our ability to be creative and express ourselves is blocked because we don't feel like we have anything positive to say or worthy to say. We don't feel worthy of holding our own voice, space for our own voice and connection. And I feel like for many of you, you're going to find that you feel driven to say things. You feel driven to create. You feel driven to be that person that has always existed on some other plane, and you've known about it, and you're bringing that part of yourself through. It's like your future self and your present self merge, and you are reborn. This future self is you. It's you coming to yourself to help guide you through this powerful time of phoenixing. And I feel like for you, when you burst into light, everything's going to change for you this time. Like massive waves of like beautiful energy, of like wealthy energy. And I don't mean that just like in a sense of money. This is love, companionship, massive amounts of creativity. This is healing of mental health issues. If you have a mental health issue, please seek professional help. I'm just a woman sharing a gift with you, okay? But understand that you may start saying things that make you uncomfortable, but you feel driven to say them. You may start creating art or create a business or create something that makes you a little uncomfortable. And that's kind of how you know you're on the right track, is it unnerves you a little bit because you're going to that place of expression that you've never been before. And you don't understand, but this thing you've been hiding behind these walls, this thing that you've been, all these ascension phoenixing events have been about, is to get you okay with cracking open your shell and allowing other people to see your strength, your power, your healing voice, your expanded awareness, and your liberation of self. It's going to help other people find it within themselves. You're a teacher. You're a guide. That's what you were born to do. And I know it's hard. It's a heavy mantle. I think you guys understand what those words mean. It's not easy. We on some level feel responsible for other people because we know that a lot of humans, their spiritual selves, their mental state has been twisted by belief. It has imprisoned them, and we want no part of that. So your teachings really are about people getting more comfortable with themselves and not seeing you as the guru, but seeing themselves as the guru, if that makes any sense, right? Okay. I'm feeling guided to get a couple more cards for you. All right. What else is, group 3 need to know. Okay, we got a couple more cards. We have answer the call. What is your soul, what is your soul calling you to do? Only you know the answer to that. This is a very deep question, and I feel like you need to sit with it a while, okay? Don't rush to answer it. You got time here, you know? You're going to get clarity on that as well. Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. What you're doing in your life is a major work. Okay, this is a major level of work. So this question, answer the call, is connected to the keepers of earth. Okay, this is your life purpose unfolding before you. And it doesn't matter what age you are. Okay, age is an illusion. Time is an illusion. What matters is you connect with your call, whatever you're called to do. For some of you guys, you have felt called all your life, but you don't have clarity about what that is. That's part of this enlightenment event. This, you don't just burst into flames, you burst into light itself. You become clear and driven on your life purpose, all right? Let me get one more here for you guys. We have get grounded, empath, highly sensitive, connect with nature. Okay, group 2 had this. You guys connecting with nature is going to really help you move through this energy very quickly. I feel like a rapid ascension that may need to be grounded. You may need to spend more time outside or in water, whatever element of nature speaks to you. For some of you guys, you need to spend more time with your animals, laugh with them. For some of you guys, animals speak to you, nature speaks to you. Some signs for you guys will be when you're out in nature and birds start singing, That's spirit talking to you. Okay. For others, this is going to be like butterflies. I see ladybugs. I see sunflowers as well. So you may see signs through nature where spirit is communing with you in the moment of where you are. It's a very powerful energy. It's very healing. And just hold space for yourself to heal. Okay. Don't be afraid to say no and do what you need to do for yourself. Okay. Because what you're going through right now is extremely sacred, okay? Because you're about to burst into light itself. And it's taken a lot. When you have a lot of Phoenix experiences or energies in your life, it usually means you've had a lot of density to transform. And everything that you've done has been leading up to this moment where you feel crystal clear. There's clarity, there's vision, there's hope, there's manifestation, like a wave coming towards you of good karma and good things, you guys. So yeah, that's what I got for you, group 3. I hope this resonated. If it did or it didn't, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. I hope you have a most beautiful day, and I'll see you beautiful magical creatures next time. Bye guys.